Thank you. I'm from Post 73, and I want to apologize for interrupting the itinerary, but I also want to thank the state and all of y'all for your time. We do have a grave situation that I'd like all of you to be aware of, and if you'll forgive me for a minute here, I can open this book. I got some people here I want you to meet. I would like to have Jeremy Bishop, who's an HM3 reservist. Please come forward. Jeremy is a reservist. He's also married with 2 children who has special needs. And he also is a hard-working person just like the rest of us. I'd also like to bring up HM2 Todd Brazelin. Todd is also a reservist, and he also is a hard worker and a family man. I'd also like to introduce Captain Heath Toon. He's also a reservist. They've also seen time in Iraq and Afghanistan. The problem is that I bring to your attention, the employer they work for is not allowing their military leave. When they do report, they are wrote up. They are harassed by their supervisor. Their military leave is denied. They're threatened to be fired. Not only by their supervisor, but this HR specialist who also harasses them. And I don't understand why this is going on, because he is a 4-time convicted felon, but he seems to know more about it than they do. They're not following the USERRA law. The USERRA officer has been to this employer. The employer said he would straighten it out, and he did by giving a pro's removal to Mr. Bishop here. This is a very serious nature, and it's going on. I did not know this kind of stuff went on. They have been to every resource they know, their labor unions. They've gotten no help from them. The USERRA officer went to this employer. They had him sitting out in the office for 3 hours and never met with him. This kind of stuff, I guess, goes on everywhere, but what you're not going to believe, this employer is the VA hospital. So I want all of you to help me. I would like a resolution passed that we start a military financial assistance to pay for attorneys, because the reason they do this is they know these young men cannot afford an attorney. They came to my post, they took their pay, even though they knew that they had bills to meet. They're subject to be deployed, and they've got to face this from their own government. Mr. Woods, the director there, has been contacted. He's done nothing. He condones his labor management specialist in everything that he does. What I would like, in the back of the room, I'm going to place his private number and his email. I would like to see 150 of you call him Monday morning. Now, our post went ahead and gave them a paycheck so they could help with their needs. It wasn't much, but we did give them something. And we do have an attorney in the back of the room. Bill Abney, would you stand up, please? He is the attorney that's very well versed in federal labor laws, and he's going to be helping them. But this is something that needs to be stopped, and I'd also like to see the national. When you go to Washington, go to the Secretary of the VA and pound on his desk and ask for a full investigation into the hiring and firing practices of this. And I do not know what qualifications it takes to be a director of a hospital, but I do know one thing. At the VA hospital, you should be a vet first. And after you get through there, go across the street to the AFGE Labor Department and pound on their desk, because the union has refused to represent these people. Even though they are dues-paying members, they have been denied. And they had no place to go, and they came to me. And that's what our post is trying to do. Now, if you would like to help before this resolution gets started, you can send my post a little money to help with the attorney if you'd like. But I would like to see a resolution that the state start some sort of financial aid for legal assistance, because these people have no place to go. And if it's going on at the VA hospital, it's going on in private employment too. But for the VA to do this to our troops is just unbelievable. They've all had the handshakes, they've all had to thank you for your service, and they've all had the flag waving. But now they really need help. They need help more than just a thank you. And it looks like it's up to the American Legion to stand up and do this for these guys. Yes, sir.
Has anybody contacted Mary Fallon over this? She's supposed to be such a hellacious advocate for the veterans at the VA hospital, because I've been through this with David Haskell, I Woods too, and he doesn't respond unless you bring in some of the senators.
Actually, I went to one of the TV channels. I faxed all of this information, these leave statements where they actually denied military leave. They even actually called their guard and said, do you have so-and-so there? Well, yes, it's drill weekend. Well, send him back. He works for us, not for you. This is the arrogance of this director and this HR specialist. And if they're doing this to our service people, it also affects the other employees, and your customer service and your care for your veterans is going to suffer. And I don't want to take up all of your time. These guys will be around if you want to hear their individual stories, but I would like a resolution to help these guys, because they deserve it. They've been to Iraq, they've been to Afghanistan, just like all of us many years ago. You knew what it was like when you come home. We don't want this kind of treatment to start again. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Frank. Okay, next on the agenda is one that everybody's been waiting for, to see if we can win some money.